Hey guys, Dan here at the SAUER Academy, here today to talk to you about the importance of magazine labeling. Often at the Academy we see people show up with magazines that aren't labeled at all. Look like this. And that can cause some problems. First and foremost, we don't know who the magazine belongs to, and we can't attribute that magazine to a problem if you have a break in the cycle of operations with the rifle. So we recommend using a system. My system is using silver or red paint markers or Sharpies. Silver is for training, red is for defensive magazines. You can see here that on the spine of the magazine I've put my initials and numbers. The initials are for me to help find my magazine after a drill. So after a drill with a lot of movement, you'll have folks with magazines all over the ground. This helps you find yours. The numbers are for identifying that specific magazine should a problem occur. For example, if a double feed happens, look down, take a look. If it's DH1, I'm going to make a mental note of that. If later on in the day that happens again, I'm going to take this magazine and throw it out. So this silver is for training only. Here you can see the same labeling system but in red. These are for defensive magazines. These magazines I would load up with duty or operational ammo, and I would shoot them quarterly just to make sure they worked. Once I was done, I'd load them back up to capacity and set them aside. Here you can see the effects of time. After a while, after a little bit of usage, the labels will fade. Make sure they look like this, so be vigilant with reapplying the labeling. All right guys, some other things to consider. When you put your labels, you want to make them either on the spine or this portion right here. We want to avoid this portion up top where the magazine actually interacts with the mag well. It tends to wear there faster. If for some reason the finisher in your magazine doesn't hold well on the spine like this, you can use the bottom portion here. It's completely up to you. This is just to show both colors. I wouldn't recommend doing both silver and red. If you use different calibers like 5.56 or 300 blackout, it's very important that you denote the difference. You can do that by using white tape or some sort of marking band around the entire magazine and then labeling it, or you can make sure that you have a different follower. So here's an example of a black follower, here's an example of an orange one. One could be for 5.56 and one could be for 300 blackout only. Hey guys, same thing with the pistol magazines. You can see here I've got two types of magazines, one's silver, one's red. These are my training magazines for my full-size 320, and this is my defensive magazine for my 320 subcompact that I carry daily. Same principle applies when you're labeling. Make sure you have your initials and a number, and make sure the color corresponds to the right sector. So before heading to the range next time, guys, try labeling your magazines. For more information on the Academy, check us out at SAUERacademy.com.